Yo, what's up, good people? It's your girl Mia. Jesus is showing out, so the doctor is in. Hello, hello, hello. Yo, so check it out. I don't want anybody taking my previous post as one of them prosperity posts, okay? Because elevation is spiritual, not physical. It's spiritual first, physical second. So I don't want, again, I see a lot of people out here talking about, oh, the Lord is about to elevate his chosen ones. Listen, okay? Elevation of a spiritual person, right? As you spiritually mature, it goes from, it's like going from public school to private school. Or it's like going from K through 12 to college, okay? I don't want y'all thinking that elevation means that there'll be no more trials and tribulations, there'll be no more afflictions, there will be no more any of that stuff, okay? Get that out your mental immediately, okay? When you elevating towards the kingdom of God, because that's what it is. He's upping your rank in the kingdom of God, okay? Just like he upped Paul's rank and Peter's rank, okay? Jesus's rank got upped, and his topped, okay, when he came down off the cross, right? And was resurrected, okay? So pay close attention to what came with their elevation. With their elevation came people who they were charged to reach and teach, okay? All right, so yeah, provisions were provided for them to do so. However, you still have a responsibility once you get that elevation. He's not elevating you for your own personal gain. Yes, you will have personal gain, but he ain't elevating you for personal gain. He's elevating you so because you've proven that you can reach and teach according to his will. Okay? Or reach and heal, or reach and perform miracles, or reach and do whatever. Look, again, I'm going to need y'all to get it off in y'all book. Because he literally put it all in there. He put it all in there. If you read the Bible from cover to cover, he gives you the prophets from the Old Testament to show you where they went wrong. Yeah, I said it. Most of them went wrong. Moses smoked the rock. David cheated and killed the husband. You get what I'm saying? I'm not 100% no. Joseph had a moment where he wanted to do something. He thought about it, but then he changed his mind. Job was the only one that I know, as far as I can remember, and I could be wrong, that sustained his integrity from beginning to end. But most of the prophets in the Old Testament and the kings and all them, the people either caused them to fall, a woman caused them to fall, or just their own inability to be patient and long-suffering caused them to fall, okay? Now, you step off into the New Testament, here comes Jesus. Like, this is how you do it, okay? This is how you do it. And if you live this life and you do it correctly and according to the Lord's will, then once you go to your final glory, right, after you done passed away and now you a joint heir with Christ, all you're going to do is continue to do what you was doing here in the flesh, okay? Amidst the adversity, because Jesus died because of adversity. But he died because of the will of the Father, but it was through adversity that he died. Jealousy, persecution, people being mad because he was doing what they were saying and they wasn't doing what they were saying. Okay? Then you got Peter and Paul and them. You know how their stories ended. But they died doing the will of the Father. So your elevation is you being chosen to do the will of the Father until you die. And people ain't going to like it. Because, see, they're going to want to do things their way and you doing things his way. And they don't like that. It's not common. It's not familiar. So, again, I know y'all hear me talking about he's going to release me That's why we're in turmoil. We're in turmoil because when he releases you, he needs you to be able to endure. Yeah, he's gonna grant you the provisions, but it's the provisions to do his will. It ain't provisions for you to just live la vida loca. Like, you have to sustain his character. And I know I said this already, but I just want to be clear. Because again, you know, we're hearing a lot of things that's supposed to be making us feel good, and it's encouraging. It's doing what it's supposed to do. But I want you to keep in mind, sorry, my phone died. I want you to keep in mind that elevation with God ain't like elevation with man. Okay? To whom much is given, I gotta keep saying it, much is required. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. So yes, joyous is he who is persecuted for doing the will of the Father and loving the Lord, right? Because you know what you're gonna get later. And he is gonna sustain you while you're here now, but it's to do his will. Okay? And only you know what that is. Only you know what he's been framing and training you up in the way that you should go, so when you get old, you won't depart from it. Only you know what that is. And don't be like me screaming it from the rooftops. Now everybody know, and now you giving the enemy all the weapons they need to come up and try you. But only you know what it is. And once you find out what it is, protect it while he's training you up in it and growing you up in it. That way, once you get into, and don't think because you're not sharing what the specifics of your purpose is gonna stop Satan from finding something. I saw a couple of videos that has been listen. This is what you like to call private. Jesus' private school, okay? And I'm not talking about private like Christian. I'm talking about private like soldier private. We talk about the warrior line, but nobody defines the warrior line. Let me tell you something. We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high places. The private school is so that you can wrestle with spiritual wickedness in high places. So he got to put you in them high places for you to be able to wrestle with it. That part. Because again, who's in control and who is really has the biggest impact on people? The people who lead them. So, pay closer attention when you're hearing things talking about elevation and the things that the Lord is putting in front of you for you to watch. He may be showing you the population of people that he's going to put you out there to reach and teach or do whatever it is that he's assigned for you to do. But he's also making you aware of the spiritual wickedness that's going to try to come up against you. Let him provide the increase. Period. Pooh.